Oh boy. Okay. 4. 6 out of 17. 10 out of 17. 14 out of 16. 15. 16 out of 17. Hey, man, we're showing 16 channels today. Yesterday it was only 15. Okay, great. Hello, 16 channels. I got 16 channels of Nay on the internet to choose from. Choose from. Choose from. Choose from. For name, what's up, girl? Trendy Orca, I haven't seen in a while. Where have you been? We certainly have been missing the Orca around here. That is for sure. The sunlight hits the grow this morning. The plants are recovering from that spray down that I gave them last night. They look perfect. So you can use a garden hose if you have the right kind of a nozzle head on the end to make it a very, even if you have one of those ones that turns, you can turn it down to almost nothing and it's just a little tiny spritz and just barely go until it's just the right amount. Remember, you cannot do this on budding flower plants. You can only do it on the veg plants, okay? You don't want to spray water into buds ever. You're creating tiny little aquariums all over that thing. Every drop of water that stays, and the oil holds the water in there and it won't let it evaporate, right? So once you start developing trichomes, man, keep the water off as much as you can. Orca, J-Bone, Nick, and Billy, what's up, guys? What's up, you guys? How's it going? That's funny, fucking funny. Trendy Orca says, fuck aquariums, right? You don't want an aquarium. That's right. We don't want aquariums. That's bad. Well, I've got a video. And, you know, I'm going to start this off by saying I have always been a fan of Don Lemon's. Now, he hasn't always been 100% accurate and honest with his reporting. But, hey, man, I haven't been 100% honest and accurate with my reporting either. People have called me out on my bullshit, and when they call me out on my bullshit, I say, oh, really? Let me look into that really quick, and I'll go research it. I'll be like, my bad, right? Somebody got me the other day on something. It's you know, I'm not right all the time, and I'm willing to admit it when I'm wrong. Okay. So I've always forgiven Don Lemon in the past for being wrong. I thought I just saw Dommy Dom. I guess I didn't. Billy, Orca, Alan. Wow, your plants have really gone into orbit. Yeah, they're kicking some ass. Alan, hey, Kristen, good morning. Yeah, they're doing really good. The plants are looking great. That plant is, remember when I told you to look at it that it was going to be over that post? And I said, when it's over this post, it'll be 6 feet tall. Look how much further past the post it's gone since last night. Last night, that leaf was just touching. And today, they're both, but of course, that was nighttime, and they do shrink down at night, man. They do close down a little bit at night. That is true. But that is where they are in the sun. They are above. That one is over 6 feet. The other one is way over 6 feet, plant number 4. Plants number 2 and 3 are like 4 feet tall, man. They're fucking tiny. They're like 4 feet tall. But they're bushing up, which is great. And I'm not worried about them because they've got so many bud tips on them, you know, sprouts, that cola tops was what I'm trying to say, that I don't have to worry really about them not producing. Even if they're lower down, they're still getting the same amount of sunlight. You know, 3 feet's not going to make a difference. I'm just going to have buds, big, beautiful buds that are lower to the ground. That's all. But you guys will see when those start flowering, you'll see photographs of them. And I think you guys are going to really appreciate them this year. They're going to be pretty exciting to watch. Mostly because it's OG Kush. And OG Kush is just a massive producer of oil. So we're going to see real nice nugs, man. It's going to be nice tricky and frosty, and it's going to be fun. In the meantime, Don Lemon's take. Don Lemon take Fauci. Let's see if I can find it. You look like an idiot. Don Lemon reacts. Where's Don's take? Don Lemon reacts to Dave Chappelle. Huh. 1 day ago. Don Lemon, CNN Don Lemon reacts. No, this is a different one. Over Chris Cuomo's. Huh. I just swear I saw this on... Why do they make it so hard to find? I swear I just saw this on my fucking phone, bro. So let me see what the hell's going on. CNN. Why is there no title for the video? It just says CNN. That is so weird. Oh, you look like an idiot. Don Lemon. Okay. Okay, I found it. Okay, I got it. And it's going to be high quality, guys.
As one of the chief vaccine deniers, Senator Rand Paul, he tried...
I don't know about Senator Rand Paul's vaccine denials. I don't know. I haven't heard him. If Don Lemon says that Rand Paul is anti-vax, I have to take his word on it. But I got to say, that sounds a little fucking crazy to me, too. It sounds a little crazy with all the evidence out there that vaccines are obviously working. It sounds crazy that Rand Paul is anti-vax. But if one of you guys wants to go out and find Rand Paul speaking out against vaccinations, I would love to see that too. I'm not denying this fact at all. I'm just saying it's fucking crazy. It seems almost unbelievable that any senator or anybody in a leadership position would be anti-vax. You know, it's fucking psychotic. Don't you want to save your voters' lives, man? You know, it's anyhow, let's bring on Don Lemon here. Okay. And let's go ahead and listen to this motherfucker lie straight to our fucking faces over something that we can literally see with our own eyes. He's going to lie to us about something that we can see with our own eyes and hear with our own ears. And yet, he sits there and lies and looks us right in our eyes and lies. You know, it's, this is fucking psychotic.
I had to make Dr. Anthony Fauci into his personal punching bag today as they went head-to-head over the senator's bogus claims that the National Institutes of Health somehow played a role in funding research that...
There's the lie. There's the big Don Lemon lie. You know what he's doing? He's just repeating what Fauci was saying when he was being accused. Fauci was obfuscating the truth. He was not directly answering the question. Were you engaged in gain-of-function research? That's the question, Don. It's not whether or not that research had anything to do with releasing the virus or not. Were you doing gain-of-function research? Right, Don? Let's listen to you obfuscate some more, Don Lemon. I like it.
As they went head-to-head over the senator's bogus claims that the National Institutes of Health somehow played a role in funding research that led to the origins of the pandemic.
He never said that. And Rand Paul sits there and laughs at Fauci as he tries to obfuscate and try to change the subject and shit. He literally breaks out in laughter because he's like, you're not going to answer my question, are you? This is gain-of-function research, and you funded it. That's the point. That's the point, Don. That's the point. That's the point, Fauci. That's the point, CNN. That's the point, America. It's really simple. Okay? Now, he starts out, this is the first 16 seconds of this video. And he can't even get through 16 seconds without spinning narrative and literally lying to our faces. Pay attention to these 16 seconds one more time. It's the last time I'm going to play it. And then we're going to keep going.
As one of the chief vaccine deniers, Senator Rand Paul, he tried to make Dr. Anthony Fauci into his personal punching bag today as they went head-to-head over the senator's bogus claims at the National Institutes of Health.
Let me just go over that, too. Punching bag? No, he's a senator, okay? Let me tell you what a senator's job is. His job, Don, is to represent the people, okay? So when we suspect that Fauci is a fucking liar because he literally lied to America, okay? He's a fucking liar, Don, and you're defending him. We are a little more suspicious of him, and we want someone like Rand Paul to represent us, the American people, to hold Fauci's feet to the fucking fire. You fuck!
Somehow played a role in funding research that led to the origins of the pandemic. And Dr. Fauci was definitely not having it.
Oh, yeah, Fauci's so cool. He's not having it. Woo! Zebra snap and a whistle. Let me tell you something. Fauci's so cool and hot and sexy. Look at Don Payton, how cool. Look at the little smirky smirk on his face. Oh, everybody, look at how he paints this whole image, this whole picture like Fauci is a hero. And evil Rand Paul, oh, he's so mean. He's a bully. He's beating up on that old man. Look, he's punching Fauci right in his fat fucking kisser. Holy fuck. Wow. Don, I got news for you, bro. Unlike Fauci, Rand Paul is actually doing his job here. You know, it's Fauci's job to tell the truth. And out of those two dudes, you're piling up on the fucking liar, you fucking asshole. Fuck you. I will never defend you again. Fucking smirk, motherfucker.
Dr. Fauci, knowing that it is a crime to lie to Congress, do you wish to retract your statement of May 11th where you claimed that the NIH never funded gain-of-function research in Wuhan?
Boom. Checkmate. And we went over this yesterday. That was checkmate. Rand Paul checkmated Fauci. And Fauci has no move. So, when you get checkmated, what do? You take the fucking table and you flip it over and there's no evidence that you fucking lost the goddamn game, right? That's what this fucker's about to do. He's going to attempt to flip the chessboard over, even though he's in checkmate, and totally talk about something else, which is not what the question was. The question was, did you fund and participate in gain-of-function research? Of course, we all know you did. Why did you come before us and say you didn't? That's the question, Don Lemon. That's the fucking question, you fucker. Why don't you answer the question, Don Lemon? Asshole.
Senator Paul, you do not know what you are talking about.
Hey,
frankly.
Jason, what's up?
I want to say that officially. You do not know what you are talking about. This is a pattern that Senator Paul has been doing.
Uh-oh, did Orca just fuck up? Were you jumping on the Fauci train, bro? Big, happy little trees. Okay, good morning, Alan. Mr. McDabber. Shit the bed. How long before Fauci gets Epstein? Didn't you say that yesterday? He is anti-vaccine. He is anti-vaccine? I wish Ron Paul didn't get taken out at the knees. He was right-wing religious nut job. Trendy Orca. Preach, nay. Fauci is a very bad man. Very bad. Nay, nay. Norca. I was a tad premature. Okay. I hope someone would knock some sense into Don. Yo, Nay, what's up? Enoch, what's up? Under oath. Enoch, a simple question, why lie about it? Well, my question is, what's the penalty for lying under oath to Congress or the Senate? Shouldn't you go to fucking jail for that shit? He's been caught. He's a liar. They were doing gain of function. In fact, I bet you can find literature where they talk about gain of function research and his fucking signatures on it. You know? I'm sure someone will find that shit. Doesn't mean shit to these people when they worship the devil. Yep, I fucked up. Hosting you on Twitch, son. Oh, Enoch, I love you. Thank you for the host, bro. Thank you for the mirror.
Now at multiple hearings based on no reality. He keeps talking about gain of function. This has been evaluated multiple times by qualified people to not fall under the gain of function definition. I have not lied before Congress. I have never lied, certainly not before Congress.
Oh, you've never lied? Yeah, you did lie. You said America didn't need to wear masks, you fucking liar. I mean, you're a fucking liar. And then when you say, certainly before Congress, you're saying that you've never lied before ever anyway. And you're a fucking liar. And you cannot be trusted. Once you lie to America, bro, like you did, and it costs people lives, your word is fucking cunt work, okay? It's not worth dick. Fuck you.
You are implying that what we did was responsible for the deaths of individuals. I totally resent that.
Yeah, you totally resemble that you motherfucker. Not resent. You got your word wrong. You resemble it 100%. You personify it. You fucking douchebag.
And if anybody is lying here, Senator, it is you.
Now, this motherfucker should go to jail for accusing Rand Paul of lying. And I love that Rand Paul's taking a sip of water while he's being accused of being a liar. I love the dynamic in this photograph right here. Isn't it fucking beautiful? Rand Paul's not a liar, and he couldn't give a fuck about what you're saying, you motherfucker. He couldn't give a fuck that you're calling him a liar. All he wants to hear from you is, why the fuck did you fund gain of function research in China? He wants to know why. And why can't you fucking admit it? I love that Rand Paul's taking a swig of water. It's so fucking gangster right now. He don't give a fuck. Look at him. And then he takes a long draw on it like, oh, fuck you, motherfucker. I'm not even going to respond to you. All right, look at Don with his fucking rolling his eyes.
Well, what is wrong with Rand Paul?
What's wrong with Rand Paul? Well, I'll tell you what's wrong with Rand Paul, Don. Rand Paul is speaking for me. And I don't care if he's not speaking for any other fucking American in the United States of America or abroad right now. He's speaking for me. So as far as I'm concerned, you're a fucking dumb cunt. All right? He's speaking for me. He's speaking for un-American citizen. He's broadcasting my voice for me so I don't have to do it. That's why we're supposed to vote for these fuckers so that they will speak for us. That's why they're called representatives, because they represent us, Don. Okay, do you understand it now? Do you understand political representation, Don? Do you understand that? You fucking idiot. You're so fucking out of touch. You're so drowned under that fucking CNN narrative bullshit. They got you. You're not even treading water anymore, bro.
Seriously. I know that's what
that Clinton cash must taste so yummy to you, bro.
You at home are thinking, because I'm thinking the same thing. What's wrong with him? What is he trying to...
You're thinking the same thing? No. You don't get to group yourself with us, Don. You're an asshole. We are not thinking the same thing we're thinking. The only thing that we're thinking is that you're literally sitting here lying to us. That's what we're all thinking, Don, is that you're a big fat fucking liar. Fuck you. I used to fucking support you fucking all the time, motherfucker. You jumped the shark big time on this one, you fucking bitch.
Prove. There's nothing to prove there. And he keeps embarrassing.
There's nothing to prove that a representative from the United States federal government was funding a program that was taking bats and trying to isolate a virus that could infect human beings faster, quicker, more efficiently, better, a stronger, bionic fucking virus. No, they weren't doing that kind of research, Don. They weren't working on viruses in that lab, Don. They weren't working on bats, monkeys. Huh. Weird. 3 of those motherfuckers didn't come down with that shit and spread it around China, motherfucker? Oh, yeah. You can't fucking hide the narrative anymore. We're allowed to talk about it, Don. Even on YouTube. We're allowed to talk about it, you fucking dick. You know, CNN must have loved that shit a year ago when we were all getting shut down, when we were trying to call motherfuckers out. Hey, and I might not have been one of those people, but I tell you what, there were plenty of people on YouTube that were fucking toting that narrative, that lost their channels, that lost videos, had takedowns, got strikes, all kinds of shit, man. And these motherfuckers should have to fucking pay for it out of their fucking asses, man.
So, Rand Paul, stop it. You look like an idiot. The lying, the misinformation.
Hey, Don Lemon, stop it. You look like an idiot. The lying, the disinformation.
Stop it.
Don Lemon.
Embarrassing himself.
Don Lemon.
Rand Paul.
Don Lemon.
Stop it.
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 Don Lemon.
Stop it. You look like an idiot.
Don Lemon.
Stop it. You look like an idiot.
Don Lemon.
Stop it. You look like an idiot. The lying, the misinformation. It's why we can't bridge the political gap.
Right? Don Lemon.
You look like an idiot.
Don Lemon.
Stop it. You look like an idiot.
Right here, right here, right here. Coming up.
The lying, the misinformation.
Here.
It's why we can't bridge the political gap.
No, Beaconet. No. We can't bridge the fucking political disconnect because of liars and obfuscators like you fucking jack fuck. Finally, someone on the right, someone that I've always disagreed with and someone that I viscerally fucking hate. I hate Rand Paul. I fucking hate him. But he's finally making sense. And this is the problem, Don, is when one of those people makes sense, you need to back them, not be a fucking party line toting fucking douchebag, blue no matter who, fucking obvious piece of fucking human trash. That's what you are. All right? With your smug little fucking paid off smile on your smug little paid off face, with your smug little paid off tie and your little Oxford shirt and your fucking jacket and your fucking $10,000 haircut. Fuck you, you fucking cunt. I want you guys to hear how he's saying that by him going after Rand Paul, that is somehow separating us, separating America. Oh, I love it. I love this.
Even though our lives, information, it's why we can't bridge the political gap.
Really?
Lying, the misinformation.
Really?
It's why we can't bridge the political gap.
Really?
The lying, the misinformation. It's why we can't bridge the political gap.
Right? You're lying, bro. You're lying right now about Fauci. Everybody knows he's a fucking liar. Everybody knows what that lab was doing. Gain of function research. That's what its whole point was. It's a gain of function research lab, you fucking idiot. So I want all of you to realize that CNN is totally toting this fucking narrative of bullshit. And this is the reason why we can't have nice things. Because of people like Don Lemon at CNN that can't just give Rand Paul a little bit of credit when he deserves it. You know, it would be nice if the jack fucks over there at Fox News would give Nancy Pelosi a little bit of credit right now when she deserves it. Now, I'm not saying give them credit for being who the fuck they are, ever. What I'm saying is when they do something right, you should boost them up. You should lift them up. And those are the things we should reward them for. And then when they do something wrong, like right now, like what the fuck Fauci's doing, that's when you fucking call them out, Don, you fucking idiot. You fucking ass licker. God, you fucking taint swallower. Fucking ball chugger. Whatever the fuck you do to Fauci, you're fucking doing all kinds of shit to him, man. You fucking love this mother so much. All you want to do is praise and pet Fauci, and you're an idiot, bro. You've been fucking lied to and hoodwinked. Look at you. You're a sucker. You're a fucking sucker.
Even though our lives are at stake, and you still have people who are acting like Rand Paul. Joining me now to discuss CNN's medical analyst, Dr. Jonathan Reiner. He is the director of the Cardiac Catheterization Program.
Hey, grumpy person, I'm going to miss you, but good. Thank you for the comment. Sorry, I'm going to miss you, bro.
At George Washington University Hospital. It's always a pleasure to have him on. Thank you, Doctor. I appreciate it. Doctor, you know, this is not the first time the two men have gone at it. Listen,
I haven't watched this yet. I have not watched this yet.
Let me just state for the record that masks are not theater. Masks are protective. And we ask
immunity there, theater. If you already have immunity, you're wearing a mask to give comfort to others. You're not wearing a mask because of any sign.
Okay, and that you're right. Rand Paul is incorrect here. That is anti-mask rhetoric, and it's bullshit. And this motherfucker does need to be called out for his anti-mask rhetoric. Now, this just shows you guys that I can disagree viscerally with someone like Rand Paul, but when he does something right, I will give him credit for it. And all of you should be like that too. Like this motherfucking grumpy person just came in here and says, I never will watch CNN or whatever. Hey man, I'm literally getting this fantastic information about Rand Paul from CNN. So you limit yourself, grumpy person. You really do. You limit yourself to a very narrow view when you can't, for yourself, watch news and figure out what the truth is and what's bullshit. I feel sorry for people like you, Grumpy, because you only get a third probably of the narrative, a third of the actual story. Because CNN does have something to offer. Literally, we're getting something out of it right now, folks. You know, I'm not saying go fucking get CNN. I don't even have the CNN app on my phone anymore. I deleted it. I don't use them for news anymore. But they do pop up on my news feed every once in a while when I'm watching like Sagar and Crystal, or I'm watching Kyle, or I'm watching any of them. CNN or MSNBC will pop up, and I'll see something that I think is interesting. And of course, I'm not going to ignore it just because it has CNN in the bottom right corner. And if you do that shit and you don't know what's going on because of that, then you are a stupid little cunt. You're letting your politics and you're letting the narrative control your flow of information, where you should be the one controlling the flow of information. You don't cut off a source of information completely, man. It's just stupidity. Because like I said, we're literally getting a really good take on this from me. And I'm getting the information from CNN. And then I'm turning around what Don Lemon is saying. Of course. Of course I'm going to do that because he's wrong. You know what's so wrong about that? You can get information from CNN. You know, don't be so quick to dismiss something, you know? Fuck CNN, yeah, definitely. But watch CNN every once in a while whenever they got something on that you need to learn.
I totally disagree with you.
Dr. Fauci, do you still support funding?
You know, it's not just he totally disagrees with them. The science disagrees with you, Rand Paul. Just because you're vaccinated doesn't mean you can't transmit the virus. Look, if somebody is sick and has the virus, guys, this is a fact, and they sneeze, COVID, snot on their hand, and then they walk down a rail and they put their hand on the rail, and you're the next person behind them, and you're vaccinated, and you put your hand on the rail, and now you've got their fucking COVID snot on your hand, and then you take that and you shake somebody else's hand, you just transmitted COVID, mask or no mask. It doesn't fucking matter. But you can definitely transmit COVID even if you've been vaccinated, Rand Paul, you fucking idiot. That means you can literally breathe the virus in and exhale it to somebody else. Just because you are vaccinated, that's not going to immediately bulletproof you against exhaling the fucking virus in a few seconds or even a few minutes. And that's just fucking stupid for Rand Paul to sit there and deny science that is just so, it's so this. The science is so this that you literally have to have the mind of a child to think like Rand Paul does. Oh, masks don't help at all once you've been vaxxed. You're an idiot. You're a fucking idiot, Rand Paul, okay? You're a fucking idiot. You need to be called out on it. You're right about calling Fauci out on his lies, but you are also a fucking anti-masking cunt, okay? I hope you get COVID and die. Fuck you. I hope Fauci gets COVID and dies too. Both of them. In fact, I hope they gave it to each other while they're sitting here screaming at each other.
Of the NIH funding of the lab in Wuhan.
Senator Paul, with all due respect, you are entirely and completely incorrect.
Dr. Fauci, knowing that it is a crime to lie to Congress, do you wish to retract your statement of May 11th where you claimed that the NIH never funded gain-of-function research in Wuhan?
Senator Paul, you do not know what you are talking about, quite frankly.
Look at him laughing.
I want to say that.
Look at him laughing.
You do not know what you are talking about.
Okay, so Dr. Ryan.
Now, I want you to take a very close note here. Don Lemon never shows the video after that point because it completely blows him out. It's the checkmate part, basically, when Rand Paul comes back and says, you're fucking lying. You're a liar. Answer my question. But Don Lemon doesn't want you to hear that because that will make Fauci look like the liar he is, and that will make Don Lemon look like the liar he is, and that will make this fucking cuck bitch that's sitting next to him look like the lying fucking cunt that he is as well. All right, let's keep going.
Dr. Ryan, you're a doctor. Rand Paul is supposedly a doctor, and yet he is picking...
Whoa, 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 whoa.
How is this helping?
What do you mean is supposedly a doctor? Do you hear all of the little weasel words that Don Lemon tries to use to win you over? He doesn't give you the fucking facts. He doesn't give you the fucking story. He throws in so much garbage on top of the story that you literally think that he's reporting that it's suspicious that it says doctor before Rand Paul's name. Like he might not be a doctor. He's going to throw that in the mix with supposed doctor. What? What did you just say, newsman? What did you just say, newsman? I thought you were supposed to report the facts over there.
A doctor, and yet he is picking these fights. A doctor. Dr. Rana, you're a doctor. Rand Paul is supposedly a doctor, and yet Dr. Rana, you're a doctor. Rand Paul is supposedly a doctor. Rand Paul is supposedly a doctor, and yet Rand Paul is supposedly a doctor. Rand Paul is supposedly a doctor. No,
Don, Rand Paul is a doctor. Okay? Rand Paul is a doctor, and you're a fucking liar, and you're an obfuscator, and you're a narrative and you're a narrative weaver. You are a party line toter. You are a water boy for the fucking Democrats. And that's all you are. You carry water for Hillary Clinton, and that's all you do. You are a fucking piece of human trash. Fuck you, Don Lemon. You're a fucking liar.
And yet he is picking these fights. Why does he continue to beclown?
Again, the bully reference. He's picking these fights. He's not a bully, Don. Quit trying to paint Rand Paul as a bully that's picking on this old man. Old man. More of the narrative here, guys. Oh, young, virile Rand Paul. He's bullying that poor old little frail old man, Dr. Fauci, that poor little old man responsible for fucking hundreds of thousands of deaths around the world. Oh, yeah, that poor man. He's the one that put the narrative out there that we don't need masks. And now that Rand Paul throws it in his face, it's so hilarious. It's, oh no, nobody needs to wear a mask. Oh, okay. Well, Rand Paul believed you, you fucking douchebag. You created that monster, you motherfucker. Isn't this ironic as fuck? Isn't this fucking irony, guys? Are you kidding me?
The federal COVID response.
Well, it obviously doesn't help the COVID response, Don. Look, almost from the outset, Senator Paul has been trying to, deflect or sort of mask
Sort of. Okay.
the prior administration's disastrous response and
Okay, whatever. You know, they were horrible. And if Rand Paul is running cover for the Trump administration, that's fucking stupid. I don't know why he would do that. Like I said, we have evidence of Donald Trump literally telling America that the virus is going to be over by Easter of 2020. And he literally went around for months not wearing a mask. You know, that was his leadership. So we know that Donald Trump is responsible for thousands of deaths in the United States, if not hundreds of thousands of deaths in the United States. That's just factually provable. People do what the president tells them to do. Yes, you can eat them, Orca. Go ahead.
sort of throw blame on others, and particularly Dr. Tony Fauci. And what he did dishonestly today was really conflate two issues. You know,
yeah, that's exactly what you guys and Fauci did. You guys conflated two issues. The two issues are as follows. Rand Paul is accusing you of funding gain-of-function research in a laboratory in China that we had absolutely no oversight over. Okay, that's the accusation. Your issue, the second one that you guys are bringing up, is that Rand Paul is somehow accusing you of releasing the virus into the world, which these are two totally different issues. So let's listen to this guy explain the side of the argument that takes his own ass out. Listen to this shit.
Raise this issue of honestly today was really conflate two issues. You know, what he did dishonestly today was really conflate two issues. What he did dishonestly today
Isn't this hilarious?
Was really conflate two issues. What he did dishonestly today was really conflate two issues. And what he did dishonestly today.
What CNN did. What CNN did.
Conflate two issues.
What CNN did.
Dishonestly today was really conflate two issues.
What CNN did.
Dishonestly today was really conflate two issues.
What Don Lemon and CNN and this fucking douchebag did.
Dishonestly today was really conflate two issues. You know, he
right? That's what these guys did. Isn't projection amazing? Isn't projection just the most beautiful, amazing thing? I mean, if you're ever wondering, you know, what the other side is guilty of, just listen to them expose themselves as they accuse you of what they're guilty of. You know, I want to know what two issues that Ron Paul conflated. That Rand Paul conflated. Let me see. What are the two issues?
He raised this issue of the National Institute of Allergy and Infectious Disease support for a research lab at that Wuhan Institute.
That is correct. He did. Now, what's the second issue?
And he tried to basically, link that to the SARS-CoV-2 virus.
No, he did not. He never did. In fact, when Fauci said, you're trying to link the two, he said, no, I'm not. We're just talking about one thing. Now answer my fucking question. Were you funding gain-of-function research? Can you believe these cunts? Like, we're not going to fucking pull this shit apart for you so that America and the world knows exactly what these cunts are saying. Hey, man, I'll do this. I wonder if any other podcasters are going to do this for you. They really should. And you know what you could do? Because nobody watches my show. You should take this show and you should share it to Jimmy Dore, Miserable Lib, Ron Placone, Graham Elwood, Tim Black, Tim Poole, Ben Shapiro, Jackson Hinkle, Dusty Smith, especially Cult of Dusty. Show him this so he will tell his audience about this. Sauger and Crystal, Kyle Kalinske. You can even send it to that douchebag David Pakman. You can send this off to Joe Biden. You can send this to fucking Dr. Douchebag Fauci. You can send this to @CNN, @Don Lemon, @everyone at CNN, @Fox News. I don't fucking care. You guys could send this video all over the place. If you want to, feel free to. There's a lot of people out there that need to hear this information so they know that Don Lemon is the cunt motherfucker that I told you that he is. Everyone needs to know that he's a dumb cunt and that he is fucking lying, that this motherfucking piece of shit, the whitest guy that Don Lemon could find to back him up, right? He found the whitest guy. So you get Don Lemon on one side, you get this fucking cream puff on the other side. They're getting all of America to believe this fucking lie. Oh, the poor Fauci. Poor Fauci's getting bullied. Oh, he's getting bullied by Rand Paul. Oh, poor old man Fauci. Oh, poor Fauci. Fuck you.
He tried to make it sound like the research that was occurring under the support of NIH led to the SARS-CoV-2.
You just said that, douchebag. Now you said it again. One right after the next. It doesn't matter how many times you say it, bro. It's still not true. Listen to this motherfucker say it twice. Are you kidding me? He literally just said this shit twice in a row.
Research that was occurring under the support of NIH led to the SARS-CoV-2 virus. And that's what enraged Dr. Fauci, understandably so. He's really, Senator Paul, linked that to the SARS-CoV-2 virus.
Wait, you just said that.
Institute, and he tried to basically, link that to
the
SARS-CoV-2 virus.
Once?
He tried to make it sound like the research that was occurring under the support of NIH led to the SARS-CoV-2 virus.
Twice.
And that's what...
You say it twice in a row, like you literally just said the exact same thing. You just fucking repeated yourself twice in a row. Like saying it twice is going to convince you people more. But let me tell you something. You people that watch this show, you'll never be convinced by this kind of bullshit because you're so in tune to it now because you watch this show and in your mind, the next time you're watching a CNN show or anything else, you're going to hear fucking Trendy Nate chiming in the back of your head saying, that's bullshit. That is fucking bullshit. This guy's a fucking dumb cunt and he's fucking lying to your faces and you will fucking know. Yes, CNN is trash and so is Don Lemon. Fucking trash. I agree, Mystic Werewolf. Yes, trash. I agree.
Enraged Dr. Fauci, understandably so. He's really, Senator Paul is the person who, while he was waiting for his COVID lab results to come back, decided it was a great idea to take a swim in the Senate pool. He's the person that during the...
That's true. That's true. I remember when that happened. I was like, man, that's fucked up. I forgot about that.
Hottest days of the virus in January, refused to wear a mask on the Senate floor.
True, but let me just say this. You attacking him, his personality, his anti-masking, it doesn't change a goddamn thing. They're going after the man, not the message. This is my problem on the internet. This is what everybody does to me. They always go after me and not the fucking message. They say, oh, you curse too much, you're mean to people, you're a bully, blah, blah, blah. Well, listen to the fucking words I'm saying instead. Listen to what Rand Paul is saying. Don't worry about what he's done in the past. He's calling Fauci out on something that Fauci is guilty of. Guilty as fuck. And if he wasn't, you guys wouldn't be attacking Rand Paul on a personal level. And Fauci wouldn't be attacking Rand Paul on a personal level. But that's exactly what you guys are doing because it's all you got. You lost this argument. And like I said, you guys got checkmated way back just when Rand Paul asked the question. Hey, didn't you lie to Congress when you said that this wasn't gain-of-function research? Checkmate. You guys, you can't flip the chessboard over because it's on video. We can go back and we've got the receipts. So fuck you, Don Lemon. Fuck you, white as fucking snow piece of shit man next to you. And fuck CNN for playing this black-white narrative for America to try to convince I'm surprised they don't have a Latino and an Asian person on there too. Fucking CNN. Where's the Asian and the Latino, you fucking racist pieces of shit?
And to this day, he has refused to be vaccinated, claiming that he has all the immunity that he needs. Look, he picks a fight with somebody.
Picks a fight. Again, picking a fight. He's not picking a fight. He's not a fucking bully, man. He's doing his job. Unlike you, your job is to tell the truth, and you're not fucking doing it. You're a fucking piece of shit liar. Do your job. Do your fucking job, CNN. Fire this guy and fire Don Lemon.
Who, is perhaps the world's expert on this topic and something that he really knows very well.
Let me just say this. I have always supported Don Lemon. When he lies to you, I always bring it out, but I say, well, he's wrong about this, but it's Don Lemon and he's a good reporter and blah, 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 and all this shit. Let me tell you, this turns me against Don Lemon. It really does. It makes me so fucking angry. I don't think I've ever been this angry before at CNN for anything. And this one thing by Don Lemon, who I feel like is the real face, is not Wolf Blitzer. I feel like Don Lemon is the face of CNN. Boy, oh boy, man, have I just completely been let down by Don Lemon. What, you didn't have to even report on this. If you thought you couldn't report on this accurately, Don, you shouldn't have just reported on it, bro. If your allegiances to the fucking Blue Matter Who movement was too much for you to fucking not justify your allegiance to the Democrats to be honest with America, then you shouldn't have fucking even done the goddamn article. You shouldn't even have this fucking Casper the Ghost motherfucker on. All right? I don't know what the fuck you guys are thinking. If a black man and a white man come up to me and both lie to me, they're both fucking liars! I don't care about the color of their skin, man! But I know CNN does, and I guarantee you that's why this guy is on there. They want to get as many people on board with this as they can. Oh, the white people will listen to a white old man. They listen to Dr. Fauci.
A pediatrician group finding 23,000 children caught the coronavirus last week. And I just want you to listen to what
What?
the director is saying.
What?
Here it is.
What?
And I just want you to listen. Group finding 23,000 children caught the coronavirus last week.
In America? I hope it's not one of your kids, guys. Hey, I love all of you. I love all of you, whether you got kids or not. I told you a year ago, don't send your kids back to school. And I meant it. I said, their lives are more important than their stupid fucking indoctrination that's going on in those schools. You can teach your children at home. But I am telling you, this is a nightmare, and it doesn't seem to be getting any better. Wow. Yeah, fake news CNN, right, Mystic? Right. They're fake news, but I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to go with that 23,000 figure. So I learned something from fake news CNN, didn't I?
I just want you to listen to what the CDC director is saying about that today. Here it is.
Wow, man.
One thing I just want to note with the children is I think we fall into this flawed thinking of saying that only 400 of these 600,000 deaths from COVID-19 have been in children. Children are not supposed to die. And so 400 is a huge amount for a respiratory season.
400?
A lot of parents took comfort earlier in this pandemic that kids weren't getting sick. But she is making a very good point there. Children are still in danger, right? I mean, how should people be thinking about this?
Yeah, I mean, 400 fatalities in children.
Dude, that is the craziest thing I've ever heard. Mystic Werewolf, I'm so sorry that school made you mentally ill. That is horrible. I've never heard anyone say that before. I'm sorry that if that's true, I am so sorry that happened to you. Wow. You suffer from mental illness from school? Are you on medication? Or are you just being a little hyperbolic there?
Children is an enormous toll. The worst year on record for flu was 2 years ago, and 188 children died, and that was unacceptable. So the way to think about it
is
children, even though the case fatality rate for COVID in children is very low, if you multiply that very low number by a very large number of infections, we'll see a completely unacceptable, tragic number of children dying. So even if only 0.001% of children die, if millions of children become infected, we'll see a tragic, horrible number of children getting very sick and dying. That's the point that Dr. Walensky was trying to make.
Cheers, guys.
Again, and the CDC director, Dr. Walensky, saying today that the highly transmissible Delta variant now makes up 83% of new COVID cases. That's up from 58% earlier this month. This variant is clearly highly transmissible. What do both vaccinated and unvaccinated people need to know, doctor?
So vaccinated people need to know that they are very well protected. It is extraordinarily unlikely that they will become ill. It's actually unlikely that they will become infected. It's much more unlikely that they will become ill, and almost impossible for them to die. the unvaccinated need to know that you can die from this virus. It is much more.
Hey, fake news CNN. CNN is trash, but listen to this information they're giving you. Like I said, guys, when all these little cunts come in here and say fake news, CNN is trash and all that shit, remember, this kind of information is coming from CNN. This is some of the most important information you'll ever hear about this virus. Okay? So, yes, CNN is fake news. Yes, CNN is trash. But that doesn't mean you should do this when they're fucking talking to you. Because sometimes they're going to save your fucking life. And if there's that guy out there that believes that this is bullshit and goes out there and gets COVID and dies, my point has been proven. And I guarantee you that I have lost audience members to COVID. I guarantee you that didn't listen to me. I know I lost other ones that did listen to me. But I guarantee you I lost people from this audience that didn't want to wear a mask, that didn't want to social distance, that didn't want to lock down, and they didn't want to get a vaccine. And I will never see those people again. I will never hear from those people again. And we just won't ever know. Because they don't have a family member that's going to come in here and say, hey, so-and-so fucking died from COVID. You know? We're not going to hear from those people ever again. You guys might be wondering, whatever happened to so-and-so? Whatever happened to so-and-so? Whatever happened to so-and-so? Hey, man, it might be COVID. You know? It's killing a lot of people, man. And it's definitely affected this show's audience. It's affecting every goddamn show audience because I've got a very small audience. You know? So for you guys to think that this doesn't somehow affect you, you know, it's just like you thinking climate change doesn't affect you over there in Virginia, and now you guys are breathing in our smoke from the West Coast. You know, welcome to climate change, folks. You know, welcome to climate change. Welcome to the fucking COVID pandemic. Glad you guys are waking up and watching my show finally. This is the place to be. I'd eat Fauci, but he has no flavor. Use some, maybe you could spice him up with a little Don Lemon. You know, squeeze a little Don Lemon on there, bro. What do you say? Also, colleges is... God, we're fucking funny and smart, aren't we, Orca? We're like a comedy team. Also, college is a scam. Save your money. The indoctrination goes even deeper in continuing education. Josh G, yeah, college is a scam. I'd beat him with a stick and brass knuckles, Orca. Grumpy person. That's a good point, Nate, which is why I watch you. Jarrett Cole. Professors only want to push wokeness. Mystic, I am serious, frowny face. School broke me completely. Wow, trendy Orca, cool. Grumpy person, you get free Orca rides. School lifted me up, bro. You know, school lifted me up. I got into a fight with this really big kid. Like when I was a freshman, he was a senior, and he was like 6 feet tall, and I hadn't started growing yet, and I guess I was like 14 years old or something like that. And I got into a fight with this guy in the middle of a hallway. And, I lost the fight, basically, but it got broken up. And there were a whole bunch of kids out there in the hallway that saw it. And they were like, that dude don't fuck around, man. That dude got attacked by this big dude, and he fucking totally fought him. And I did, man. I was fighting him as hard as I could, man. And he got me wrapped up and he tried to start punching me in the back of my head and shit. And right then the teacher came out of the classroom and broke it up. I got so lucky because I was still standing. I was still on my feet. And it was just fucking great, dude. It worked out. A lot of kids saw it and they thought that I was cool. So that fucking helped, getting into a fight as a freshman. And then, of course, selling cannabis to all the kids in school. That helped too. So I got a reputation for being the man in my second school, because I switched high schools because we moved. But that first thing happened in my other school. My father and husband died last year. God, Kai, that sucks. So is Fauci going to jail? No one goes to jail anymore, Grumpy. No one goes to jail. Welcome to 2021, man, where we don't send people to jail anymore. You know, only poor people go to jail. I told my buddy Drew, if anything ever happened to me, to pop on one of your lives to let you know, son. Aw, man, I wish all of you would do that. Would you guys all do that? Would you guys have a legacy member, please? Would you please have a legacy member? All of you, just take a piece of paper right now and write it down. Hey, man, if something ever happens to me, go to Nay's Garden live show and let him know, please. Man, that's a great idea, bro. Everyone should have a legacy member. And they don't have to watch my show. Just someone to inform me if something happens to you. I hate losing audience members to death, you know? I don't mind it so much when somebody disagrees with me or I offend somebody. But, man, when you die, I fucking hate that shit. That you had such an awful school experience. I was bullied, then punished for fighting back. But I graduated, got a job, and now on permanent disability. Nate, could teachers still physically reprimand you when you went to school? No. Hell no. No, the principal could, though. The principal had a fucking paddle, bro. I got hit. Whap! Whap! Man, that sucked. But, good to see you. I was kicked out of every public school I was registered. So, you're so welcome, Mystic Werewolf. Hope you're doing better. Remember, school ends eventually. Okay, let's hear what else this guy has to say. He pops in here sometimes. He's the crypto dude. He is the crypto dude. Okay.
Transmissible, and you can very well die. All the people in hospitals now essentially are unvaccinated around the country. There
Billy,
were 7,000 new cases in
Billy,
Florida.
why do I totally believe you that you were kicked out of every public school you were registered to? Why do I totally believe that?
Florida today. In 2 weeks, we're going to start to see, again, unacceptably high levels of death coming out of the South and Southwest, and up again, unacceptably. In 2 weeks, we're going to start to see unacceptably high levels of death. Again, unacceptably high levels of death. We're going to start to see in 2 weeks. We're going to start to see again unacceptably high levels of death. We're going to start to see again unacceptably high levels of death. In 2 weeks, we're going to start to see again unacceptably high levels of death.
Yeah, but you know, CNN is fake news, and I don't want CNN, and CNN is trash, and fuck CNN, and la 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 la. Well, you just heard something on CNN that could save your fucking lives, people. That's my point. You heard it over and over and over again. And if you're a fucking idiot, and you're a pussy, so much, if you're that indoctrinated to think that you can't listen to words that are being spoken because it says CNN on the screen, well, then ignore what was just said and don't wear your mask and don't get vaccinated and go running around out in public for the next 2 weeks and go play Russian roulette with your fucking lives and your family's lives, you fucking dumb cunts. If you die from COVID, you've earned it. Congratulations. You were warned, and even if you don't want to take it from the black and white man on CNN that are literally preaching the truth to you right now, because, you know, we don't like the narrative that they're spinning, you could be a dead person in 3 weeks. Good luck for all of you, okay? I wish you all the best of luck. Keep watching my show if you want to live. Ignore me and CNN if you don't give a fuck about yous or your family's lives. Go right ahead and fucking die, all right? It's on you. Not on me, man. I put the information out there. I gave you every opportunity to save yourself. I gave you every opportunity to stay home, wear your mask, and get vaccinated. You can do it, but if you choose not to, don't come crying to me when you're fucking dead. Just make sure you have that legacy person to let me know that you fucking didn't want to listen to me and now you're fucking dead, okay? Because I would like to know where my audience members are disappearing to. And I'm afraid too many of them are dying from COVID. I wish you guys would take me more seriously.
Out of the South and Southwest and up through the Midwest in this country, it doesn't have to happen. This is happening in unvaccinated people. We have the answer.
Let's do a dabby dab.
Get the shot.
Yeah, get the shot. During the height of the pandemic, we'd say Dr. Reiner was our nightly house call, and here we are back with our nightly house calls again.
No, Grumpy, are you really that fucking stupid, Grumpy? Do you realize if you'd just done a little research on this, you know, we could have been done with this over a year ago, Grumpy. We could have ended this last April. But because of cocksuckers like you that look at a lockdown as hiding, you know, and using that kind of narrative, you fucking dumb cunt, This is why we can't have nice things. Because of you, people like you, and your stupid fucking, oh, we're hiding, we're getting our rights taken away from us, Rand Paul is our savior, oh, American flag, we need our freedom, oh. You're a pussy. You know, it would have taken 2 weeks, a month tops, for you to not act like a fucking pussy. And then, you know, we could have been done with this shit, you know? I would have been gone to fucking Dave Chappelle concerts and Jimmy Dore and fucking checking out goddamn Lee Camp Live and driving around to fucking go visit my family and my friends and shit, you know? Crazy shit. You know, all of you kids could be running around having sex with each other again, you know? Unbelievable. You guys have so much fucking fun. But because of people like Grumpy Person, who's literally helped spin this narrative that that we're hiding. He says we're hiding because we need to lock down for a month. Literally, one lockdown for a month and we would have beat this motherfucking thing. But because of pussies and cunts like you, and cocksuckers and dicks like you, I like to keep the sex thing, you know, even here. We can't have nice things, bro. And it's your fucking fault. Grumpy Person, thank you for being the reason that the rest of us have to fucking deal with this bullshit that we're continually dealing with it. It's you, Grumpy Person. It's literally you. And everyone out there that's like you. Wish you guys would smarten up, man. You know, I wish y'all would smarten the fuck up. Wear your damn masks. Get your goddamn vaccines. Stay locked down. You know, social distance. Keep your fucking hands off of shit. Wash your hands. We know what to do. You know, you want to fucking not do those things, then you're basically asking to die. It's like, you know, you want to take your chances over freedom. Freedom. You've been indoctrinated over that word freedom. Oh, what's fucking freedom? Are any of us really fucking free? Are any of us really free? Hey man, are you free to go marry Cheryl Teagues? Hey man, she don't want to fucking marry you, right? Are we really free? You know, can you go fuck your neighbor's wife and get away with it? Are you free to go do that? Not all the time, man. Maybe sometimes, but not all the time. Hey man, can you go spit in a cop's face? Are you free to do that? Or are you going to end up gaffled and dead on the side of the road? You know, I'm just making a point here about your fucking indoctrinated belief of freedom. You're not fucking free. You wrap yourselves in that stupid fucking flag and wave it around, and you pretend that you're fucking free, but you're not free. So don't think that locking down for a couple of weeks or a month is impeding on your precious, precious freedoms, because it's not. It's trying to save the goddamn planet. We got enough things to worry about, man. You know, we need to start building mirrors and installing them on the planet so they will reflect the sunlight off of the planet and take some of the heat away. That's what we need to start doing. We need to fucking deal with this shit. We could be done with it in 2-3 weeks, a month tops, a lockdown, an actual fucking lockdown. I called for this a year ago. I said, let's just do it right now. We'll be done with it. We'll forget about it. If we just did it right now. It was when Donald Trump was fucking president. I was like, if we just did a serious lockdown, we put the National Guard out on the fucking streets, and anybody out on the streets, you go to fucking COVID prison, man. You know, Guantanamo, I don't give a fuck. Put them on a goddamn island, you know, Fiji, and let them all infect each other and die. Meanwhile, 1 month later, the sun is out. We got rainbows. We've got dew dripping off the leaves in the morning. It's beautiful. It's a new beautiful day. And it was one pathetic month of your precious fucking freedom-loving lives. Big fucking deal. But it's okay, people. That's never going to happen. So don't worry. Just because I'm talking about it, don't let it bother you. They're never going to do that. We're too dumb. You know, as a whole, human beings are too dumb. We're too indoctrinated to want our freedoms. We're too indoctrinated to think that we're hiding, like fucking dumbass just fucking said. It's time to refill the lighter with some butane. We're gonna put some butane in the lighter today. Butane is going in my blowtorch. And now it is full. Now it is full. Now it is full. I said now it's full. All right. I will tip my sister off if Trendy Orca goes the way of. Oh, drop in and let you know. Thank you, Orca. Thank you. Your sister? I thought you were married, bro. This virus is just population control. Grumpy person, let me ask you a question. There's two narratives about this virus being released. There's one that somebody ate a fucking bat, and there's another one that three morons from a fucking supposedly, gain of function lab went out into public, unquarantined, not using protocol, and infected folks in China. Okay? What's your fucking narrative, bro? You got a whole other new narrative? Grumpy person? What's your new narrative? What's your new narrative? Grumpy person, what's your new narrative? You got another one? Let me hear it. All right? I'm going to take a little break. I'm going to let this run for a second, guys. I will be right back, all right? Here you go.
With Dr. Leonard. It's a pleasure to see you.
It's over. I'm sorry. That is over. Here, listen to this one, because I listened to this morning, too. I'll be right back, guys.
Carol, you and Philip sat down with the former president for 2.5 hours of interviews. I want to play part of the interview for the first time. It's about 5 minutes long, but you ask him about the January 6th and the insurrection, but it's an important part, so let's play that.
Well, what did you hope they would do when you said go up there and stop this?
Well, I heard that people wanted to go down to, that wasn't my rally per se. There were a lot of people that spoke. They had rallies the night before. They had speakers all over the city. You had hundreds of thousands of people. I would venture to say, I think it was the largest crowd I've ever spoken before. It went from that point, which is almost at the White House, to beyond the Washington Monument. It was, and wide. And,
but if you could have waited.
And it was a loving crowd too, by the way. There was a lot of love. I've heard that from everybody. Many, many people have told me. That was a loving crowd. And, it was too bad. It was too bad that got, that they did.
There were just some.
My statement.
Mr. President, I apologize. What we're trying to understand is not blame, not castigate. We want to understand, what did you want when you said go up there? What would you have dreamed?
I would have said that you will show not to go in, although they were ushered in by the police. I mean.
Don't worry, we're not going to talk about that. I just put that on so you'd have something to listen to while I was gone. Dude, he's such an idiot. Oh my God, that guy. Don Lemon is terrible at his job. Jason, let me tell you something. Don Lemon makes a lot of money because he's really good at his job. He's really good at his job. His job is to fucking lie to you. His job is to fucking spin a narrative and make you believe what CNN wants you to believe. He's really good at it. He gets millions of viewers, bro. So, you attacking Don Lemon personally on his inability to do something that he does really well, that's demonstrably provable. You understand that. You can literally watch Don Lemon every night on CNN. He's one of the top broadcasters in the world for a reason, because he's good at what he does. He's real good at it. So don't attack someone personally just because you disagree with them, okay? All right? Is that fair? He's real good at his fucking job. I mean, you're just lying, bro. What's an acceptable level of death? None. Replying to Jason Moody. Narrative: Bill Gates and Fauci want to kill off everyone for population control. Why is Fauci working for the Chinese government? Sounds kind of fishy. Kill off everyone for population control. Why is that? Why Bill Gates has been warning us about this for years and working on a fucking vaccine? Grumpy, look, Grumpy, I'm gonna block you. Yeah, okay, I'm just gonna block you from my live stream because you're a fucking idiot. Bye. I don't waste my time with trolls like you. I'm gonna add you to the block list on Restream and block you on YouTube. Bye. I just can't handle people like that. I hope you guys don't mind that I do that, right? I mean, I hope that when I block someone that's not making sense in my chat, I hope that you guys will give me credit for it. You know, maybe even thank me for blocking that fucking idiot. If you guys could do that, I'd, you know, be more open to doing it quicker. Because I've been wanting to block that motherfucker for the last half hour. But none of you were speaking out against all the moronic shit he was saying. You understand that? You guys aren't really participating in the chat. You guys will say this or you'll say that or whatever, but you're not looking at what other people are saying and responding. You're not talking to each other too much. You know? So can we get more of that, please? Can I get you guys to pay attention to what each other are saying? When you see me engaging somebody like that that's a fucking idiot, say, you know, Billy Ballantyne does it all the time. He doesn't have a problem with it. He's like, dude, I blocked that guy a long time ago. He's like, dude, this guy's an idiot. He's like, dude, this guy's a troll. I think this guy's trolling you. Hey, I went and I Googled this guy's name. Dude, I went into this guy's channel. He just created it 3 fucking minutes ago. Shit like that. I'm just saying. I have more fun when you guys engage the stream at a deeper level. Instead of just, oh, Nay, you're always right. Oh, Nay, you're always right about this. Yeah, blah, blah, blah. Yeah, okay. Yeah, Nay, I really like what you said about that. Blah, blah, blah. Conversate, man. Have a conversation with me. I mean, I love the praise. Don't get me wrong. Hey, don't get me wrong. I like the praise. I love it. But I'm saying, talk to me like gardeners do. She wept, she wept, she wept. Walk with me. She wept like gardeners do. She wept, dab with me. She wept, we dab like gardeners do. We dab, bong with me. We dab, and get real high. No. You guys are not? No? Okay. Let's empty this. You guys aren't down with that? You guys don't like when I break out in the song, do you? Nobody likes when I break out in the song. Nobody even likes it anymore. You guys, please stay kept up in time with the chat by refreshing the page. If it does not say live in the corner of your screen and it's not red lit up and says live, please refresh the page and come up live with me, especially so you will not hear the song that I just sang. That would be great. Too late. All right, so person is grumpy, person is right. Yeah, whatever, dude. You're just the same person, dude. You're just the same person. You know, with another, you just change your fucking name. You're just an idiot, dude. You're like a little, it's like you're a forename guy and you don't think that I know who you are every time you come in. You don't, dude, there's so many red flags about you every time you pop into the chat that I automatically know who you are. But if you lead me somewhere where it allows me to get passionate and make a lot of sense, I'll use you and I'll step on you like a doormat, bro. I will wipe the dog shit off of my feet on your fucking face like I just did. Because all you do is you boost my fucking show numbers, bro. When you give me, and when you're not making sense and you're being a little cunt, I just block you. But I know it's you, forename guy. I know it's you. You little fucking cunt bitch. I always know it's you, bro. I'm now super self-conscious if he's talking about me. Bacon McGriddles. If he's talking about me. I turn the news off after election. It's sad, but I have friends that are scared to come out of their house over fear of this pandemic. Just pathetic. It's pathetic that people are staying in their house and locking down. Actually, Jason, it's people like you that are spreading this disease around that are pathetic. Jason Moody, you're the pathetic one, just so you know. Why don't you go follow some Rand Paul anti-mask bullshit and take your stupid anti-mask ass out of here? I bet you haven't even been vaccinated yet, you fucking idiot. You know, wear a mask and get vaccinated. Why not? Is it killing you to wear your mask if you've been vaccinated? You know, that's just the dumbest thing to think that you can't spread that disease just because you've been vaccinated. You can. It's factually provable. I don't live in fear. Hey, Jason, live in fear of this motherfucker. Poof. You like that? I'm not going to have anti-maskers in here. I'm not going to have anti-vaxxers in here. I'm not going to have fucking libertarians in here that are like, oh, I'm not going to get a vaccine because government, oh, government. I'm not going to have you in here. You're the problem, dude. You literally are the problem. I mean, look, man, we can disagree on God or UFOs or fucking 9/11 or, you know, almost anything that doesn't really have a bearing on our lives. But when it comes to two things, more or less, it's climate change, right? And it's COVID. It's three things. And cannabis. All right, the 3 C's. All right, triple C, if you will. Cannabis, COVID, and the other thing that started with a C. You come in here and you fucking lie about any of those 3 things, you're fucking gone. Why? Because those affect people's lives. Those 3 things that you lie about, those affect my audience's lives. So literally people die when they listen to your fucking lies and your rhetoric. That's why I will block you on those 3 things. Basically, you come in and say, you know, that cannabis kills people. You say that masks don't protect you, or that vaccines are a government shill thing. Or you say that I forgot the third thing. What was the third thing? Cannabis, COVID. Don't lie about climate change. Yeah. If you come in and you say something stupid like the laser thing, you know, about the fires, I'm going to block you. You know, people need to know that the climate change, not only is it real and it's happening, but it's just a matter of time before it starts happening to you, and there are things you can do to try to prolong your life. Just blocked John Maddox. That's what I thought, Johnny Maddox. I'm not super self-conscious if he's talking about... Oh, I'm now super... Straight up, some people believe easily. Kai. No, I mean, I really hope that everything I just said, you guys, makes sense enough that you take that with you today. As high as you might be, or as trivial as you think the things that I talk about are. You know, these are things, these 3 C's are very important, man. Cannabis, climate change, COVID. If you don't take those 3 things seriously, chances are you're shorting yourself some years off your fucking life. You know? My shoulder's bothering me a little bit. I'm going to rub some of my triage oil into it with the hopes that it's going to make the pain totally go away. We'll see. I know, you got to rub it in really deep and hard, and that's the problem is it hurts to rub it in because you're rubbing it right into the pain. But the cool thing is as you rub in really hard, you're like, dude, it doesn't hurt to rub it in hard anymore. I'm rubbing it in and it doesn't hurt anymore. The pain is just going away as you rub it in. Smoke and gross. I hate people. I'm leaving you all forever. Yeah, Bacon McGriddles, I hate you too, and I'm just going to go ahead and block you. Fuck off. How about that? Yeah, leave us all forever. Fuck off. We don't need you here. The end is near. Good day, Sir Nay. The end is near. What's up? Gotcha, Enoch. Homeowners insurance. Need to make a shirt for the triple C. Cannabis, climate change, COVID. We take those things very seriously here, don't we? You know. Let's pull this back up. Let's get rid of this. Let's get rid of this. Let's go with this right here. Okay. And great. Okay. Poof. I blocked someone while you were a nay. Away, nay? Who did you block and why? Orca, I told you, don't fucking block people. Why the fuck are you blocking people? Jesus fucking Christ, man. Why did you block someone off my live stream, bro? Tell me, why did you do it? I told you not to fucking do that shit. Poof. Blocked. Goodbye. Hey, Chris, what's up? You're being trolled. No, I'm not. Trolls are being blocked. The garden is growing strong. Yes, it is. It is growing quite strongly. Very strong. It's very strong. Bigly in a bigly kind of way. Look at this plant. It's very strong. China. 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 Just a whole reel of him saying China. I've seen it. It's fucking hilarious. Blocked. Blocked. It's hard to troll when you're getting blocked like this. Boom. 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 Oh, I was going to smoke the orange bud. That's what I was going to do. Huh? They're getting erased. Jake, 4-name boy comes in. He's like, that's not me, y'all. Yeah, whatever, bro. You're forever gonna be accused of being this troll, motherfucker. Forever. You've earned it. So I don't fucking care whether it's you or not. That's the fucking narrative, motherfucker. And that's what you've earned. You've said so much dumb shit on this live stream, motherfucker, that I'm just gonna go ahead and block you right now. Boom. Fuck off. You got a fucking perma-block coming, homie. You better hope YouTube doesn't come up with perma-bans. Because I will use that shit on you instantly. I just have no desire to ever hear from you again. Alright, let's do this. Poflow. And let's do this. A dab. And let's do this. Poflow. Poflow. Okay, cool. So now watch what I'm going to do. Watch what I'm going to do. You guys ready? I'm going to take a little bit of oil. I'm going to show you guys this too. Watch this. You guys like that? I'm gonna put a little oil on the bowl. What? It's time to celebrate. Ooh, that went right on there. Hey, Orca, you can, if you want to, you can block him on YouTube if you want, or you cannot. It's up to you. I'm going to leave it up to your discretion. I don't give a fuck what this motherfucker's saying, because his chat's no longer on my screen. So you can deal with him however you see fit. In fact, I'm going to walk away for a second. It's up to you, Orca, okay? You do what you got to do. Oh, no more trolling going on, huh? Way to go, Orca. You're doing a good job. You're keeping the tank nice and... You're keeping the ocean waters nice and clear. I like that. You're an orca with rabies? All right. Well, you just have fun with it, Orca. Just have fun with it, man. I just want to give you the freedom to do what you got to do. In the meantime, I've got this bowl packed, man, and it's fucking psychotic. It's orange bud with some Panoy oil on top, which is going to be fucking totally outrageous and sickening. I don't know how much of this I'm going to be able to take down, but we're going in, and we're going in hot. Are you ready, Harvey? Just as soon as I finish my bit of honey dab. All right, guys, here we go. I'm gonna get into my Elvis stance. You can knock me down, step on my face, scribble my name all over the place. All right, here we go. You ready? Oh, boy, Christmas. Cheers, guys. Oh my God. So much smoke inside here. I love you, Beezle. Hi, everybody. Yo, Richard Brennan, what's up? Tabitha Hawks, hello, Tab. The rings are thick. You love double dabbing down, Trendy Orca. I would buy that shirt. In fact, I'd order multiples. Like being in an orange. I think I still have some of these left. I don't know what sizes. What size would you want? Trendy Orca says violent threat. You're making some good black kefefe? I've just finished mine. It wasn't black though. I put 2 teaspoonfuls of creamer and some whipped cream in it. And I mixed the whipped cream in just to kind of tap it down a little bit. I just lost 7 viewers, man. I just lost 7 viewers in a heartbeat. You guys see that? So you guys know I'm not psychotic. This is literally what happens during a show, man. I mean, I just did the biggest fucking hit I've done in days just now, and 7 people leave? Are you fucking kidding me, man? Why? Did a channel go down, man? How do you lose 7 folks in 1 second? I don't know. Anyhow. I thought we were having some fun. White House orders censorship of social media. No, they didn't. That is a crazy title, Jimmy Dore. Why would you say that? Dude, that is a sensational title. And I have to hold Jimmy Dore's feet to the fire, so let's see what this is about.
So let's talk about the censorship that is happening is real. So Jen Psaki what's going on right now is crazy. This is when I grew up, this is the opposite of what our country was supposed to be about. It's supposed to be about freedom of speech and the First Amendment, and that's what made us better than other countries, is our freedom and our liberty. And now it's like it's like, oh no, we gotta have, everybody's just like, yeah, censorship. Everybody, you gotta have it. Here's Jen Psaki. Watch
with these social media platforms, and those engagements typically happen through members of our senior staff, but also members of our COVID-19 team.
So their COVID-19 team is perusing Facebook for misinformation. That instead of working on COVID, that's what they're doing. That's what it sounds like to me. Here we go.
Dr. Murthy conveyed, this is a big issue of misinformation, specifically on the pandemic. In terms of actions, Alex, that we have taken, or we're working to take, I should say, from the federal government, we've increased disinformation research and tracking. Within the Surgeon General's office, we're flagging problematic posts for Facebook that spread disinformation. We're working with doctors and medical professionals to connect to connected medical experts who are popular with their audiences with accurate information and boost trusted content. So we're helping get trusted content out there. We also created the COVID Community Corps to get factual information into the hands of local messengers. And we're also investing, as you all have seen, in the president's, the vice president's, and Dr. Fauci's time in meeting with...
Fuck Fauci.
So that's what they're spending their time doing. They're perusing Facebook and regular people posting stuff about COVID. That's and they're coordinating it, and they're telling Facebook what to take down and what not to. Well, here's what Glenn Greenwald says about it.
I guess that is censorship. I guess and you know what's crazy? I already saw this one. I saw it live, and I fucking forgot. I saw that sensationalist title, and I said, is Jimmy fucking stooping down and blowing up titles? What the fuck is he talking about? Oh my God, he's right. It is not a sensationalist title. The White House is ordering censorship of social media. It's true. He's literally covering it right here, and he's explaining it. Yes. Totally. You guys should be supporting Jimmy Dore in all of this.
So that Facebook can remove them. This is the union of corporate and state power.
So,
one of the classic...
Let's hear Jen Psaki say it again in her words, okay?
With these social media platforms, and those engagements typically happen through members of our senior staff, but also members of our COVID-19 team.
So their COVID-19 team is
19 team
perusing Facebook for misinformation. That instead of working on COVID,
is that what she said?
Was supposed to be about. It's supposed to be about freedom of speech and the First Amendment, and that's what made us better than other countries.
Was the internet?
Is our freedom and our liberty.
Oh,
And now it's like everybody, it's like, oh no, we got to have, everybody's just like, yeah, censorship. Everybody, you got to have it. Here's Jen Psaki. Watch.
With these social media platforms, and those engagements typically happen through members of our senior staff, but also members of our COVID-19 team.
I'm really upset because Jimmy doesn't play it from the beginning, and I didn't hear the beginning of what she says. And that's not cool, Jimmy. What the fuck did she say, man, right before that? You know, he didn't play the entire fucking clip. And, man, that's frustrating. Because I have a hard time commenting on it if I can't
let's talk
hear.
About the censorship that is happening is real. So Jen Psaki what's going on right now is crazy. This is when I grew up, this is the opposite of what our country was supposed to be about. It's supposed to be about freedom of speech and the First Amendment, and that's what made us better than other countries, is our freedom and our liberty. And now it's like everybody, it's like, oh no, we got to have, everybody's just like, yeah, censorship. Everybody, you got to have it. Here's Jen Psaki. Watch.
With these social media platforms, and those engagements typically happen through members of our senior staff, but also members of our COVID-19 team.
So their COVID-19 team is perusing Facebook for misinformation. That instead of working on COVID, that's what they're doing. That's
what you're saying, Jimmy, but I didn't hear her say that, so this is not fair to me at all. I didn't hear her say that. I heard a fragment of a sentence, and I don't know what she's trying to say. I hear you saying that that's what she's saying, but I don't hear her fucking say that. So I'm going to go back and hear what she said again.
It sounds like to me. Everybody, you got to have it. Here's Jen Psaki. Watch.
With these social media platforms.
With
these social media platforms.
What do you mean with the social media platforms? What with the social media platforms? Who with the social media platforms? What is going on with the social media platforms? Jimmy, why are you doing this to your audience? It's not fair. It's not fucking fair. Whoever edited this, what the fuck is the beginning of what she said? How can I review this?
And those engagements typically happen through members of our senior staff, but also
Okay, engagements. Okay, your senior staff is engaging with people on social media, or with posts on social media, or what? What?
Members of our COVID-19 team,
So their COVID-19 team is perusing.
I didn't hear perusing. I didn't hear that, Jimmy. I didn't hear her say that. I did not hear her say perusing. I don't know what she said, Jimmy. Maybe I did when I saw this live, but I don't remember this now. Someone's doing you a huge disservice. It's editing out words. I'm sure it's not selective editing. Jimmy wouldn't fucking do that bullshit because he calls it out all the time. But, man, somebody did some shit fucking editing that put this video together.
Facebook for misinformation. That instead of working on COVID, that's what they're doing. That's what it sounds like to me. Here we go.
Hey, man, and let me just say this. Removing the bullshit posts on COVID on social media that most people are paying attention to is working on COVID, Jimmy. It is. You're trying to get people knowledgeable. And with all this disinformation out there, they're making poor decisions, man, and COVID is rampant. So when, you want to remove someone on the internet that's lying about COVID because people are dying due to that, I'm okay with that. I guess you're not. Freedom of speech for everybody. Okay, Jimmy. Freedom of speech for everybody. Even people that would have you not get vaccinated and not wear a mask. Okay. And not social distance and not lock down. Okay.
Dr. Murthy conveyed.
I support the United States government clamping down on these fucking cucks. I do. And you can come at me all you want and say, oh, no, that's censorship. Come at me and I'll show you the censorship that my shit goes under every fucking day on every fucking platform. So don't tell me that those motherfuckers that are costing people's lives shouldn't be fucking censored like me. Fuck you.
This is a big issue of misinformation, specifically on the pandemic. In terms of actions, Alex, that we have taken, or we're working to take, I should say, from the federal government. Okay,
so we're working to take. So Jimmy, is she saying they haven't done anything yet? Have they just been reading these posts? Have they been engaging with them?
We've increased disinformation research and tracking within the Surgeon General's office. We're flagging problematic posts for Facebook that spread disinformation. We're working with doctors and medical professionals to connect to connected medical experts who are popular with their audiences with accurate information and boost trusted content. So we're helping get trusted content out there.
Dude, I have no problem with the United States government working with social media to do this. You guys get your news from the worst fucking sources. And all they're trying to do is say, hey man, we've got the facts and the science here and we're just trying to show it to you. Meanwhile, you're being diverted to all of these lies and all this bullshit, all this Tim Pool fucking, Rand Paul freedom, no mask wearing, no vaccine fucking bullshit. All this Fox News, Tucker Carlson, don't wear your fucking mask. It's impeding your fucking rights to be free bullshit. I'm okay with it, guys.
We also created the COVID Community Corps to get factual information into the hands of local messengers. And we're also investing, as you all have seen, in the president's, the vice president's, and Dr. Fauci's time in meeting with...
Now...
So that's what they're spending their time.
Who should be the people judging whether or not those posts are factual or not? Should it be the federal government? That's where I have a problem with. I mean, their heart's in the right place, and they're trying to save lives. But at the same time, Jimmy Dore is about to make some really good points here against what I've just said.
I'm doing. They're perusing Facebook and regular people posting stuff about COVID.
And this is why you guys should be watching Jimmy Dore too. And if you're not subscribed to his channel, you're a cuck bitch. If you're not subscribed to Jimmy Dore's channel, you're a dumb cunt. Okay, let's keep going. I mean, if I've told you to do it, if you've never heard me tell you to do it, you're not. But if you haven't done it yet, you're a dumb cunt. Okay, let's keep going.
That's, and they're coordinating it. And they're telling Facebook what to take down and what not to. Well, here's what Glenn Greenwald says about it. The Biden administration is telling Facebook which posts it regards as problematic so that Facebook can remove them. This is the union of corporate and state power, one of the classic hallmarks of fascism. That the people who spent 5 years babbling about fascism now support. So in order to fight fascism, they're using fascism. So that's the whole thing. We got to fight Trump and the Trumpers and misinformation. And how do you do that? Censorship, corporate and state power combined. It's nuts what's going on. There's about 12 people that are producing 65% of anti-vaccine information, and they remain active on Facebook, according to Facebook. So here, let's listen to her. Jen Psaki has suggested that people spreading misinformation be banned from all other platforms if they're banned from one. Here we go.
So a couple of the steps that we have, that could be constructive for the public health of the country are providing for Facebook or other platforms to measure and publicly share the impact of misinformation on their platform and the audience it's reaching. Also with the public, with all of you, to create robust enforcement strategies that bridge their properties and provide transparency about rules. You shouldn't be banned from one platform and not others for providing misinformation out there. Taking faster action against harmful posts.
So the shit libs are all for this, right? Now, you remember I got in many debates with the Young Turks about censorship. They're for this, right? And lots of people are for this, that are in the TYT universe. And guess who else is for it? He says, I'd be down for that. He's good. This guy's Carl Gibson. Who's Carl Gibson? He's impartially favors the oppressor. He's a writer for Really American One, words on CNN, The Guardian, Washington Post, Barron's, Business Insider, Independent, NPR. There it is. He's all for it. The shit libs are all for it. They're not afraid to admit it in public. That's a guy who's apparently his words have appeared in all these places according to his Twitter bio.
Now, all all I can say in my own defense here is, dude, I want to end COVID. I want to end COVID, bro. And, you know, the main thing that is holding us back is misinformation on the internet. Misinformation on the internet. That's it. Nothing else. So if you want to ban hate speech that incites violence, Jimmy, I mean, are you okay with white supremacist Nazi or anti-African American rhetoric, racist terminology on the internet? No, of course not. You've got a line that you draw. I mean, do you want to see, you know, sensible censorship on the things that you don't want to be exposed to, Jimmy? I would argue that you do. I would say, hey man, are there things that people have on video that you don't want to be exposed to, that you don't think people should be exposed to? I would argue yes, of course. And that YouTube censors those things and they take them down. You know, a lot of those things can result in people getting harmed, you know, doing harmful acts. And if you've got a video depicting harmful acts, that shit should be taken down. So isn't someone telling somebody not to wear a mask and then it results in them getting COVID, not getting vaxxed, it results in them not being able to survive COVID and then they die? Isn't that a harmful act? Isn't that something that should be controlled by YouTube, if not the federal government, when YouTube is failing to do it, which they have been failing to do? Hey, man, it's a debate, and I think this is debatable, but I think Jimmy makes some really good points here. You guys need to listen to both of us, because this is both sides of an argument.
Impartiality favors the oppressor.
And I love this. I love this guy.
What do you think favors the oppressor? Censorship or freedom of speech?
What
do you think favors the oppressor?
Where's the line, Jimmy? Where's the line? Do you allow Donald Trump to go on social media and gather people together to attack something like the Capitol? Would you allow that again? Because you know if you give Donald Trump the ability to do something like that again, he's going to do it again. Right? So you punish these people, you restrict them from doing that so they don't do it again. I don't understand how someone telling you not to vax and mask is the kind of information that you want freely spread around the internet for people to buy into so that we never get over this fucking COVID thing, which literally we never will. And Jimmy Dore, I got to tell you, man, he's not helping things, man. It's not helping. He's got a lot of people that agree with him on this. A lot of people agree with him on this. Almost all of his audience does. I don't.
Mr. Writer. He's all for everything.
Ross Robertson says, yes, you allow free speech, period. Ross, where? Hey, Ross, where? Where do they allow free speech, period, Ross Robertson, Mr. Big Talker? Anywhere? Anywhere? Let me know. Let me know where that place exists. Let me know where the free speech exists, period, okay? Let me know.
She said he's down for this. He's everything she says, he's cool with this.
So a couple of the steps.
I mean, it's not about whether or not we're allowing free speech. We obviously do not. It's about where do you draw that fucking line, Ross. That's all it's about. You don't have a fucking point to make there at all. You're kind of missing the argument completely.
That could be constructive for the public health of the country are providing for Facebook or other platforms to measure and publicly share the impact of misinformation.
No, it's not about controlling ideas. You know, it's about saving lives, Ross. So I'm just going to go ahead and block you because you're one of these anti-mask freedom morons. Get the fuck out of here. I cannot say, you cannot debate this with me. It's not debatable. You're wrong and I'm right. Okay? Jimmy Dore, I don't know where the fuck he is. That's why we're listening to him and seeing what the fuck he says about this. Because I listen to this, but I may have been outside working, listening to it on a little tiny speaker.
And the audience it's reaching. Also with the public, with all of you, to create robust enforcement strategies that bridge their properties and provide transparency.
Robust enforcement strategies. Enforcement of what? Enforcement of censorship. Robust censorship strategies. That's what. Not robust enforcement. Enforcement of what? Enforcement of censorship. But they know they can't say that. Isn't that interesting? They're stopping. They don't say we're using censorship. They're saying we're using robust enforcement to stop misinformation. You're using robust censorship.
About rules. You shouldn't be banned from one platform and not other.
Jimmy, they're already using robust censorship on all forms, sources, and sorts of social media. Don't kid yourself. Even Trovo has a terms of service. Don't fucking kid yourself, bro. There's going to be speech that's restricted, okay? So you thinking right now that we totally got it free, that's a what you would call a false equivalency. You can't start on a false premise, Jimmy. You can't start by saying we've got freedom of speech and this one restriction is muzzling us. Jimmy, do you want to tell people not to wear their masks and go out in public and not lock? Are you aware that we're about to go into a massive fifth fucking wave of COVID? You realize this, right? Things are just getting started, man. This guy has no idea. I mean, it's like he's not paying attention to what's going on with COVID while he's saying we should be ignoring COVID, you know, and letting people say whatever the fuck they want about COVID.
If you for providing misinformation out there.
And let me just take a break for 1 second and just say thank all of you for fucking being here. You guys are the best goddamn audience on the internet. Thank you so much, all of you. I hope you'll all stay and keep watching. Thank you for being here, guys.
So if Jack, so apparently, Mark Zuckerberg or Jack at Twitter, if they have unilateral power over all other social medias. So what if you piss off somebody at Instagram, you're gone from all the other ones. If you piss off somebody at Twitter, you're gone from what?
Yeah, and that is fucked up. And I agree with Jimmy Dore on this point. These social media sites do not need to be networked together. You know, I can block someone if they follow me from YouTube to Facebook. I can do that. That's okay. Leave it up to us. Individual blocks. You don't need to fucking, you know, Billy says he can't get on the goddamn Discord server. And he says he's never even used Discord, but his IP's been blocked. It's fucking crazy, right? These people need to stop this shit.
What is going on?
Don't forget Pinterest.
What is going on? I mean, this idea that you can take away people's printing press. That's what this is, right? So the social media of today is the town square. It's the printing press. And so what they're saying is we're going to take away people's printing press.
Well, they've been doing that for years, Jimmy. They've been doing it.
They did it to
Hey,
the president.
They did it. And
Jimmy, they did it to me years ago, and I've been complaining to you, and you've never even mentioned it, ever. I've tweeted it at you. I've sent you videos about it. You completely ignored me, bro. So I'm just saying, man, I've been muzzled years ago. Back in 2013, when my channel finally took off, that's when YouTube clamped me down.
everybody cheered it on. And the shit libs on the left cheer this kind of stuff on. You're comfortable with letting the government, so that's this guy, he's comfortable with that. He's down for this. And so Matt Orfalea, who just got censored.
That's what I said.
Letting the government
No, see, that's what I said. I'm not so sure that the government should be the ones that determine what's facts and what's not. You know, because she's going to circle back around. She's going to circle back around. She's going to circle back around. Let's circle back around. You're a fucking liar, Miss Circle Back Around cunt bitch. You're a fucking dumb cunt lying fucking bitch with your let's circle back around. That means you're not going to talk about it, you fucking dumb cunt. So fuck you. I don't want you in charge of the information that gets to me. Now, I understand you taking out COVID misinformation. That's fine. But I don't want you fucking throttling my goddamn info, and I don't want you chaining all the social media sites together. So, suck my dick! Jimmy makes some points here, guys. Totally makes some fucking points here. I don't agree with him on all of this, but he makes some fucking valid points here that you have to agree with. That's why I tell you guys to listen to everybody. You're going to find value somewhere. And that's where we come together. And that's what Jimmy Dore was trying to do with the stupid Boogaloo Boys interview. He shouldn't have fucking done that. But that's what he was trying to do, was bring more groups of people together. That's a good thing. He's just going about it the wrong way sometimes.
Determine what is misinformation and then banning people accused of misinformation from all online platforms? Yes. That's your typical Hillary Clinton, Joe Biden voter. That's them. Yes. That's your typical.
Cheers, guys.
That's your largest online news show, the Young Turks. But the Young Turks would say, no, I just want the people I don't like censored, not the people I like. Because they don't understand that once you censor, that's it. It's over. Once you set the precedent that you can censor the speech you don't like, it's over. Wow. And by the way, anyway, who cares?
By the way, anyway, who cares?
So he comes back. This guy comes back. He says, if it was an independent panel of experienced journalists making the decision about whether or not an account is spreading disinformation, and if the accused get a chance to make their case before they're banned, then yes, I'd support that. Disinformation is the reason we still have COVID.
Oh, is that?
Imagine thinking that disinformation is the reason we still have COVID, instead of a government completely abandoning its people during a pandemic.
Well, can I just say this, Jimmy? Disinformation is part of it, and that disinformation came from Donald Trump, who refused to wear a mask and just set a good example. That disinformation came from Dr. Fauci, who told people wearing masks wasn't important. And that disinformation comes from all kinds of podcasters, all across the board. People like Ted Nugent, Q movement, Republicans, Fox News, you name it.
And not taking care of essential workers. A third of all the people who died from COVID died because the government failed to give them health care. We do not have universal health care in the United States.
1/3.
As attributed for it.
1/3. But, Jimmy, the other 2/3 didn't die because the government didn't give them health care. Remember that. There's multiple reasons for all of this. But to just cherry pick and just say, that didn't do it, well, disinfo is part of the problem. People need to be educated on COVID. Bad, man. And let me tell you something. The way to educate people about COVID isn't for fucking all of these corporations that do advertisements on CNN and Fox News to depict their actors and actresses wearing fucking face masks in awkward situations and shit. That's not the way you do it. Because then people feel like you're doing propaganda. And that's exactly what you're doing. The source of that information is coming from paying corporations, paying misinformation company, mainstream media misinformation company to distribute their fucking narrative, their propaganda. Now, while I do agree that all of us should be fucking wearing masks and staying home and social distancing, locking down and getting vaccinated, and I even believe the government should be going door to door and offering these vaccinations to people. At the same time, you can't expect, people who are indoctrinated on the whole freedom thing to go along when they feel like you're forcing it down their fucking throats. So, let's just be honest with ourselves and each other about everything. Jimmy, can we do this?
A third of the deaths of COVID. Isn't that amazing? Is that like around 100,000 people? Hasn't 300,000 people died from COVID? See how many people have died from COVID.
Well, I was just thinking about Carl Gibson right now. Isn't this phrase disinfo is the reason we still have COVID, couldn't I just deplatform him because that's just random?
That's random.
That's a random piece of disinformation that there's no.
That's not a fact.
No support.
That's not a fact.
Bye, Carl.
That's not a fact.
I agree. It's
right?
not.
That isn't just.
It's not the only reason. What he said is disinformation is one of, and if he had put those two words in there, one of, and he put reasons, one of the reasons we still have COVID, then it would have been a factually correct statement, Jimmy. I debate you on this one point, but I love you too much, man. So I'll let you have it.
Information. That's why we still have COVID. An independent panel of experienced journalists, like the panel that led us into the Iraq War based on lies, killing 1 million people.
Hey, Marks, what's
ISIS.
up?
You mean like that independent panel of journalists, like that were at the New York Times and the Washington Post that said that and CNN that said we should go into Iraq, that Saddam has WMDs and you're an idiot if you don't think so? I mean, those kind of independent journalists. That's what Matt Oldfield is making a great point. Exactly right. Glenn Greenwald says, when right before the 2020 election, Twitter banned all links to the New York Post reporting on the Biden archive, and Facebook announced through its lifelong Democrat operatives that it would block the reporting, all based on a CIA lie, and journalists cheered. The dangers were obvious. So he's pointing out that when they censored actual information that ubiquitously in the United States press, right before the 2020 election, they suppressed information about Joe Biden's son and his influence peddling. And journalists all cheered. So no, I'm not going to let a panel of journalists decide who gets to have free speech and who doesn't. If there's a problem with if someone's breaking a law, there's governmental agencies that are supposed to enforce the law. If last March you encouraged people to wear masks against COVID, the WHO, the CDC, and Fauci cabal said that was disinformation. We showed you that video that Fauci did that. Fauci said you shouldn't be wearing a mask. Fauci said that. If through 2020 you said it seems possible COVID came from a lab leak, you were banned from social media. Who trusts them to be the ministry of truth? They've been wrong about and lying about COVID. Not only wrong, Fauci admitted he lied about COVID. We've showed you that videotape 1 million times where he said, they asked him, hey, why did you tell people not to wear masks? And he said, well, we lied because we were afraid that people would go out and buy masks if they knew it would protect them.
Right. Fauci's
so
a liar.
And said it wouldn't.
We already covered that on the show.
So we can have more masks for the people working in hospitals.
He's a fucking liar. You can't trust him.
So they get to decide when they lie to you and when they don't. Right. How could you ever trust anything Anthony Fauci ever says again?
Exactly. Great point, Jimmy.
And if you do, you're
point.
What they call a sucker.
Great point. Yes.
Anything Anthony Fauci says right now has to be put up to the most extreme scrutiny.
Exactly.
Because we've caught him being a pathological liar.
Yes.
Not lied once,
not
lied twice,
nope.
But lied over 3 things that are huge.
Exactly. Exactly. He made a good point.
Here, a reporter asks Joe Biden, what's your message to platforms like Facebook? You ready for this?
Let me say this. Radical leftist agenda, what's up? Welcome to the show. Well, Marks, if it's not you, it's not you. You prove yourself over time to me, all right? So, we'll block you if you mouth off, and if you don't, you get to stay. You say something stupid about my cup, something stupid, I get to block you. You're not a joke maker, dude. You're just an asshole. You've always been an asshole. You've proven it time and time and time again. That's why you get blamed when another troll comes in here. just radical. Just tell people to call it cannabis so you don't have to use quotes, okay? You know I don't want you using that fucking terminology in my chat. I don't care if you're using quotes. And I don't care if you're telling somebody in my chat. It's not your fucking job to do that. All right? I'm sure you can figure out another way without your fucking quotations. All right. It was your bad. I'll accept that. It was your bad. You're like, I use quotes. I'm like, I don't fucking care.
Listen to this.
What's your message to platforms like Facebook? They're killing people.
They are killing people. And Jimmy laughs at that. They're killing people, man. There are people that go into groups that feed into the narrative that they don't need to wear masks. They catch COVID and they die. It happened to Herman Cain. You know, it literally happened because Donald Trump had to have rallies that he didn't even have to have during a goddamn pandemic. And Herman came out to one, got fucking COVID, and died. I mean, how many other fucking randoms do you think it's happened to, guys? Think about it. Yeah, Facebook's been responsible for a lot of death. I can't believe Jimmy sits here and laughs about it.
I mean, it really, look, the only pandemic we have is among the unvaccinated.
I never thought there would be a day where I would have Jimmy Dore and Joe Biden on the screen together, and I would be siding with Joe Biden on something. But I gotta keep this shit fucking real, guys. And facts are facts. You know, social media is where a lot... How many people use social media? How many people are on social media? How many people are influenced by social media every day? Let's see. Let's find out. All right? I want to find out. What's total number of fucking social media users? Because I guarantee you this. It's billions of people, okay? And there's only millions of people that watch TV shows or podcasts, if not thousands, right, Jimmy? You don't get millions like the internet, like the whole fucking internet has. Like all of social media. Think about it. So when these people are going into groups and there's millions of them, they're getting influenced by their friends and their buddies and by misinformation campaigns. It just took me 10 seconds to open my fucking phone. An engineer. Write it down. Fucking Samsung. Sam, suck my dick! Alright, let's see here. Let's do this. Let's do that. Let's do this. Okay, Google. Total number of social media users in the world. Can't reach Google at the moment. Suck my dick. You never used to say that before. You fucking dumb cunts. Fucking suck my dick. Wow. Fucking dumb cunts. 4.72 billion. More than 500 million new users joined social media platforms over the past 12 months. Global total of 4.3 billion on social media. 4.3 billion are using social media. Okay. So you think that we should just allow disinformation there and throttle it and control it, you know, on our little tiny podcasts. But social media should just allow to run rampant. Where most people are getting their information and news from. I literally have people that come on my show and say, I haven't watched mainstream media in 10 years. So, you know, for you to think that not allowing the misinformation to be throttled on social media is gonna help us at all. I mean, if you just want people to keep dying and you want your freedom of speech is more important, and you just want a bunch of deaths around the world, wait until someone in your family gets COVID and dies, Jimmy. You know, and I don't wish it on you, bro. But is that what it's going to take before you start caring about the misinformation that's causing death all around the world? What's it take? When do you realize that the line needs to be moved a little bit? It needs to be moved, bro. That needs to be controlled. And let social media control it. You know, tell the government to do this. Hey, man, you guys have to throttle your misinformation. When you don't, we're going to fine you. That's all. We're not going to control it. Federal government, we're not going to control it. How about that? But when we see that you're not doing your job and you're letting news flow around out there and you're not controlling it, and it's the kind of news that's going to result in people dying, we're going to fine you until you take it down. How's that for an answer, Jimmy? Would you agree with me on that? Is that fair? Let the social media platforms dictate like they always have? You know, because right now, if somebody is out there breaking the law, social media doesn't allow them to post that, right? So there's line, man, and there's things that we don't allow, man, and that should be one of them. Right, freedom, yes, Freedom Fox 1, yes. Social media control is a double-edged sword. Yes, it is. This is a very tricky subject to cover. And someone like Jimmy and someone like me, we could have a conversation about this because we are on totally different sides of it without hating on each other and attacking each other personally about it. And that's the way to have a conversation like this. I have a lot of love for that man right there. You know, I would fucking kill somebody. I would lay my life down for that man right there. That's how I feel about him. We disagree on this, though, a little bit, and it's okay. You know, I want people to hear my side of it at least, and I want you guys to definitely go subscribe to Jimmy Dore and hear his side to everything, because I agree with almost everything this man says. He's amazing.
And they're killing people.
They are, Steph. They are killing people, Steph. Don't get me started, Steph. Don't get me started, Steph. I love her.
Could you have more unbelievably over-the-top inflammatory rhetoric about...
Okay, you want to say that? Fine. You want to say that because they're in the process of trying to control the narrative. Okay, I'll agree. Yeah, that's over the top. But it's true, too.
Social media.
And it wasn't necessary for him to say those words.
Hey, what's your message about Facebook? They're killing people.
Well, they're allowing the flow of disinformation, and if you want to conclude that people are dying due to the misinformation they receive on social media, then that's on y'all. And then I would have turned around and walked away and I wouldn't have said another word. But, you know, I'm not presidential or anything. You know me. I'm just hanging out here, drinking a little coffee. I'm out of coffee. Hey, ladies, I'm out of coffee. What can you do for me here? Nothing. There's no ladies here. There's nobody here. I'm by myself.
Facebook is killing people. That's what he's saying. So now we get to do whatever we want. So now we have to censor. And let's remember, censorship is the fascism. And what is fascism really about?
Jimmy, we already censor. Stop it, okay? Stop it, the slippery slope argument. You're straw manning here, bro. Sorry, but you're straw manning.
Fascism is about propping up late-stage capitalism.
Fascism involves governments, and when the government does step in, it does become fascist if they're imposing their will on the people. Government always thinks they know what's best, you know, and they're always going to do the wrong thing. This is the hardest conversation to have. It really is.
That's what that's what capitalism.
I love him. I love
fact.
Jimmy Dore so much that doing this is literally giving me a headache right now. I usually never get headaches on live streams. This one is starting to give me a headache.
And this is what's happening. Clean up on aisle dementia.
That's pretty good.
Every censor throughout history in every culture has justified their censorship by claiming the suppressed information is dangerous and the censorship is for the public good. Liberals defending the Biden White House on this ground think they've invented some novel benevolent rationale.
I really got
Every dictator who keeps information, they always say, no, we have to keep the bad information out.
3 more minutes. I'm going to try to let it run. I can hang for 3 more minutes.
They're trying to sow discord. That's just exactly what the United States is saying now. They said we needed the internet censorship because Russians. They said we need internet censorship because COVID. They said we need internet censorship because of January 6th. They said we need internet censorship because domestic extremists. Pretty sure they just want internet censorship. She's exactly right. Caitlin Johnstone nails it again. Do you want to see Fauci lying about masks? And of course, he wouldn't be banned from all platforms.
Right now in the United States, people should not be walking around with masks.
That's fucked up.
You're sure of it? Because people are listening really closely to this. Right now, people should not be walking. There's no reason to be walking around with a mask.
He's such an asshole.
You're sure of it? Because people are listening closely. Yep, I'm sure of it.
There's the government. There's the federal
He
government.
went on to admit that he was lying.
Every shit lib.
He wasn't misinformed.
And every shit lib out there that backs this motherfucker. You know, that's what a shit lib is. That's a blind supporter of the liberal movement that won't call out specific members that need to be called out when they're fucking up. This guy should have been kicked out of his position a long time ago. This guy is literally responsible for all of this shit. And he could totally be tied to all of it.
Exactly what he was saying, and he knew he was lying. And he justified that lie to you. The top health guy in the country lied to you about health, so you maybe went out and got sick and died. You probably wouldn't. Maybe there's a good chance there's people who got COVID because of this lie that he told.
Whoa, Jimmy, that's a little hypocritical, Jimmy. Because you claim that when social media puts out misinformation and tells people not to wear masks, that doesn't result in people dying. Steph Zamorano literally scoffed at that. But you're saying that when this man does it, it results in people dying, Jimmy. Wow, man, don't make me do this to you, bro. Come on. I love you. I hate hurting you. But don't make this so easy for me in the future, homie, okay? All right? And I'll keep sending you the goods. No matter what, I'm going to keep sending you the goods, son. Don't you worry. Wow, huh, guys? I wanted to let the video run, but I literally had to stop it there, huh? Do you guys need to hear that again, or are we good on that? What do you guys think about what I just did to Jimmy Dore and Steph Zamorano? Do you guys want to hear it again? This was 1535.
He justified that lie to you. The top health guy in the country lied to you about health, so you maybe went out and got sick and died.
Okay, so 1535, right? But when he's talking about this right here, okay, I want to write these down so I don't forget them. 1535 and 1245. 1535 and 1245. 1245 and 1535. 1245, 1245, 1535. I want you guys to pay close attention to what Jimmy says here and listen to Steph Zamorano scoff after President Joe Biden says that social media is resulting in people dying. Then we're going to go to 1535.
Ask Joe Biden, what's your message to platforms like Facebook? You ready for this? Listen to this.
What's your message to platforms like Facebook? They're killing people. I mean, it really, look, the only pandemic we have is among the unvaccinated. And they're killing people.
Do you hear Steph Zamorano in the back there? And Jimmy, watch Jimmy's reaction.
Could you have more unbelievably over the top inflammatory rhetoric?
Okay, Jimmy, so let's go back up to 1535, bro, okay? And I don't know, Jimmy, you tell me.
He knew he was lying. And he justified that lie to you. The top health guy in the country lied to you about health, so you maybe went out and got sick and died.
I don't know, Jimmy, is that inflammatory rhetoric, bro? A little propaganda-ish? I am sure that I have been guilty of this sort of a thing on my podcasts too. I wonder if Jimmy catches himself right now. Let's see. Let's find out.
You probably wouldn't. Maybe there's a good chance there's people who got COVID because of this.
Because of the misinformation that they got from the federal government. But don't more people listen to social media, Jimmy? How many people got sick and died from social media, bro? So you want this guy's narrative to be controlled. You want the federal government's narrative to be controlled. What about controlling the lies on social media that are resulting in even more people? What do you guys think? Am I making some sense here? I'd love to hear from you, and I'd love your support on Twitter today. If you guys love me and you love the show, go ahead and share this around. If you think I made some sense today, I've been talking for 2 hours and almost 20 minutes, and if you guys think I've made some sense today, go ahead and share parts of this video out, share the video out, text it, tweet it, share it in groups while it's live, when it's up later. I'll see you guys on Twitter as well, okay? I'll be looking for you guys.
That he told. But again, the government doesn't want you to censor their lies. You can't censor their lies. Like what Joe Biden just did. You can't censor their lies or their rhetoric or their misinformation. You know, the biggest source of misinformation is the government. And the second biggest source of misinformation is the establishment press.
And the third is social media. No. No, the first, most, highest, largest source of misinformation is social media, Jimmy. Then the government, then the press. All right? Let's get it right. Social media. Oh, the UFOs. UFOs have landed. How many videos of UFO landings are there on social media, bro? How many videos of people saying you shouldn't wear masks are on social media, bro? How many anti-vax videos are on social media, bro? Huh? What? I love you, bro, but I gotta call you out. For any respiratory virus, period. James Simon, you're making so much sense right now. James Simon, was it you that your whole family got COVID? Let me know. I can't remember. But thank you. Yes, I agree with you.
They censor because they care. They censor because they care, ladies and gentlemen. That's why, just the same reason they want to bomb Cuba, because they care. Same reason they want to bomb Syria and Libya, because they care. The same reason they turn Iraq into because they care.
My biggest argument against Jimmy here is that social media is the largest source of misinformation in the world. It is a provable fact. It needs to be controlled somewhat. It already is. They're talking about adding one more thing. And I know it's a slippery slope, but hey, man, this is a thing that will save people's lives. Full stop.
Okay.
I love Jimmy Dore. You guys should all subscribe to his channel. Call him out on his bullshit. Let him know that I sent you. Tell him Nays Garden sent you. Follow Jimmy Dore on Twitter. Follow Steph Zamorano on Twitter. Let them know that I said this is nothing but love, because we all have to call each other out on our bullshit. All right? Tim Black called me out on mine.
This is called fascism, late-stage capitalism. This is how it goes.
All right. Here's the promo. Listen to the promo.
Our live shows are back. August 4th, we're in Burbank. August 7th, we're in Chicago. We're going to Portland. We're going to Boston. We're going to everywhere. Go to JimmyDoreComedy.com for a link for tickets.
JimmyDoreComedy.com. 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 If you guys want to see him in person. All right? They felt like that had to... And definitely get your vaccine before you go out. Keep hoarding masks for themselves, and medical people needed them more was the only reason government said they didn't work at first. James Simon. Well, Fauci said it. Fauci said it. It's just one person, not the whole government. You know, and he was being a fucking idiot. He was definitely being an idiot. My headache is gone. I feel better. I feel better now. My headache is gone. I thought I was going to have to go as soon as this video was over, guys. Because, you know, the super male vitality is so ultra potent that when I am snorting only half a line in the morning, you know, inside my bathroom, I make sure to snort that second half of a line within 5, maybe 6 seconds of the first one. You know, you gotta break them up. You gotta put some time between those two lines because it is so ultra potent. I will only snort half of a line of super male vitality at a time. Left nostril, first line, 4, maybe 3 seconds later, 2 seconds definitely, no longer than 1.5 seconds, I will snort that second line in the right nostril. You know, it goes right up in there, you know, and then I'm ready to renovate. And I'm in there renovating all day. Well, not all day, because then I got to snort at least another half of a line of super male vitality so that I can continue the process of renovating. You guys want to see the new exercise, and you guys can do this one, but you got to be safe about it, okay? Because it's dangerous. If you're doing it in a chair, you can go over backwards, you know? God, I love Jimmy Dore, man. That was fucking awesome. Wow, man, Jimmy Dore is beating the fucking algorithm again. You guys, look at this. Look at this. Look at suggested videos, guys. Holy shit. You guys check this out. After a Jimmy Dore video, the suggested videos are one other person, and then Jimmy Dore Show, Jimmy Dore Show, Jimmy Dore Show, Jimmy Dore Show, Tenacious D, Jimmy Dore Show, 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 Nay's Garden, Nay's Garden, guys. Jimmy Dore Show, Rick Beto, Jimmy Dore Show, Moment of Clarity with Lee Camp, Russell Brand, sorry, Billy, Rick Beto, Rick Beato, Real Cut, Josh B.A., Jimmy Dore Show, Johnny Carson, Rodney Dangerfield, The Jimmy Dore Show, Jimmy Dore Show. You guys should let Jimmy Dore know that he's no longer being algorithmed. This is happening to all of us. They are loosening the algorithm, man. And he's going to start getting a lot more subscribers. He's at 871,000 right now. Watch how fast he gets to 1 million, guys. Watch how fast Jimmy Dore gets to 1 million. He's at 871. Write it down. He's going to get to 1 million fast. Now that they're promoting his channel. Wow. Hey, bro. Thanks for all the views and comments, and don't think I didn't think that every single, that's why I had the numbers up, to show that you're literally boosting the numbers of my show with all your fake accounts. That every single one of your little channels that doesn't have an avatar is a real account, bro. That's why it takes like 24 hours for the avatar to go through. Sorry about your luck. Thanks for the view and the comments. Hey, you guys, thanks so much for watching. I love you guys so much. I hope you guys had fun. You guys take care, all right? 20 seconds of me waving goodbye and telling fucking troll bitch to fuck off at the same time. I love you guys. I hope you guys had fun. Jimmy Dore, way to go on the algorithm, bro. This is fucking fantastic. Someone tell Jimmy about this. Later, Jugs.